Hi guys, welcome to Grassroots Evolution. I'm Sarah and this is your monthly reading for Aquarius February 2019. It is general though, so keep the bits that resonate, guys. Disregard the bits that don't, but know that no matter what messages we receive through the cards today or what Spirit gives me for you, it's still up to you guys and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take to get the fulfillment that you'd like to see in your world, okay? What's your Grassroots Evolution? Where do you start from here? How do you get there? I am going to just get a little general message first from the Line Strider Tarot, and then we will move through some oracle advice. But first, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to guard, bless, guide, and protect this reading. Any of you who would ask for it, just know that if you do want your angels and guides in your life, all you have to do is ask. And I am also going to ask my team of light to join in at this time to use me as the clearest channel possible for any of you watching as well as the most far-reaching. And at the end of this, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, it would be wonderful if you wanted to hit the subscribe button and join me along the journey. And that's just much gratitude for all of you who already have. And for watching. Okay, so let's get first off into this. Heart healing is, I think, important right now, Aquarius. So you may want to bring in, that was jade, but if you've got anything green, rose quartz, aventurine, rose quartz especially, but you know, that could be something really important to kind of just removing any energetic blocks there. So let's see, Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius, February 2018? I'm hearing heart healing, so you definitely want to, maybe during some meditation time, just imagine really pink and green. Breathe that light and energy into your chest space. Hold it there for a little while, feel it whirl around, and then breathe out any excess energy there that is no longer meant for you. You know, ground yourself with your feet on the floor and just ask to be filled up with love. Remove the blocks around your heart, okay, is what I'm doing. Just a little extra if you'd like. But Spirit, thank you for all that. We get the Five of Cups here. So this is the owl sitting on the nest, and it looks like a couple of cracked, but there's still two left. So she's still waiting here, okay, rather than feeling maybe, often the Five of Cups is feeling left out in the cold, but also still pay attention to what's in front of you. So this could also be a change in the heart space as well. And I am again being drawn here this like greeny turquoisey color, okay? Definitely heart healing. I'm going to leave that right on that Five of Cups. Spirit, what would you like to tell us about the Five of Cups? This may be I'm hearing a hindrance. Okay, this may be thank you. And we have the King of Cups. So you could be definitely starting to embody the King of Cups energy this week. Could have a King of Cups coming into your world, already do. But I really, really like this card because he is all blue, which is again this awesome heart-centered truth. He is of the water, right? It reminds me of Atlantis, just like a statue. But he's the king. He's the king. He swims in his own emotions and in the seas. And let's see what he's got. Why is the king here with the Five of Cups? Could be that he's coming more into his own, or you. Like, it's, if I say he, the energy is just of the card as the king. But through the Five of Cups, through the energy where, you know, you have to be, it's a struggle sometimes to make the change. Be willing to accept yourself wholeheartedly and all, and own the highest vibration of, you know, your heart space. So 2 fell down and then 3 fell up. So I am going to take first the 2 that fell upside down. Then we get the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. And absolutely, if we're in the Five of Cup energy, if this is an energy that's come in, make the decision, spend the time alone, get in tune with your emotions, get in tune with, right, what's your heart center truth? What's this streak of blue that fills you up? What does your emotions say? What should stay and what should go, and anything in this energy that is no longer serving you of love and light and no longer filling your heart space, allow it to go. And one of the things that is time to go maybe is this chronic feeling of being left out in the cold, or it could be like past rejection wounds as well. Making the choice to heal those by moving past that energy is what I'm feeling. Because the bottom under here, the ones, or not the bottom, but the ones that fell are the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like this could be a few different things. The Hierophant is the universe. It is often marriage as well. It could be spiritual, your idea of spirituality and religion. What is truth? Because the Hierophant is also the keeper of the knowledge. He holds the keys. But this is all within us. When we make the decisions for what keeps us grounded in our soul and what keeps us nourished in our soul, when we are emotionally stable and emotionally fulfilled, the truth that we carry, if that makes sense, is how we enter the world. What do we have to offer? When we come into a room, right, what love do we have to offer? Oftentimes, our idea of these indoctrinated belief systems that maybe aren't necessarily always of in love and light, they could also be kind of even negative in some ways. But these kinds of things, the more you work on releasing that energy, you come to the world better because you're seeing with fresh eyes and eyes that are of love. With the Six of Pentacles in here, it could be definitely getting back with an old flame. I definitely feel for some of you because the Five of Cups does indicate that someone has felt left out in the cold. And if you do have felt like that, it's like it's time to honor that and see that. And if you are trying to work on something with someone else, if this is a reconciliation, and we'll get some clarifiers, but if that is, and you are trying to bring it back into stable, beautiful ground, this is such a beautiful card to me. The bird is holding the balance, right? It's a balanced communication. It's a balanced, I'm hearing ebb and flow, but it's a balance of nature here as well, and in harmony between species. Not saying that there should be any love life interspecially, unless you're talking blood types, because RH negative is arguably not the same as RH positive. That potentially, if you got those kind of blood types, intermingle, but birds and mice kind of thing. Sorry, that got weird. I got a weird mind sometimes, guys. But anyway, I love the yellow on this because it's like solar plexus, and it's all about you, all about your truth, all about the sunshine that you bring to the world. So I'm feeling like when we honor our truths and we make the decisions to walk away from things that don't honor that and embody the King of Cups, being able to be authoritative on all and own all of your heart space. He doesn't always, sometimes he doesn't always communicate it the best, is what I'm hearing. But it's like, but the more the decisions to walk away from things that aren't for you, the more you realize where, you kind of, you may gain access, new keys to new ways, because you're making commitments, and this is often commitments, to move forward better, if that makes sense. But offer this love into the world and bring balance. And being at the bottom of the deck, definitely is the World in reverse. So this may be unfinished business for some, but anything that's stopping you from moving on to the next cycle, release it. Some of it may be this hurt feelings with the Five of Cups, and oftentimes there's always more than one side or more than one feeling about what happened. And if communication is an issue, there's 4 cups here, guys. So there's the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant with the Six of Pentacles. For me, how this feels, it's like you choose. If you want this, if this is a relationship coming back to you, it does not necessarily have to be romantic. It could be, you know, friends, family, co-workers. These people are in our soul group. They're the people that we have lessons to learn from. And the ones that we're willing to take and do the hard work with, those are the ones that they're here for reasons, right? They're your soul family. And whatever's stopping you from ending this cycle, so whatever has kept you feeling like Five of Cups, woe is me, time for change, I don't, you know, let it go. Okay, so let's get some. I'm going to get some message here first off from the Psychic Tarot Oracle first on some guidance to working through, and I am really hearing rejection wounding, guys. That's really not easy, if it is. And again, take the bits that resonate. You may not have that at all, right? That just may be for some person, one person out there. But often, if it's like, if only one of you need to hear it, I'll keep doing it. Spirit. Let's see here. What advice do you have for whoever this is for to removing the blocks? So this flipped over and went back inside the deck, and it's the only one that did. And this is shadow, so this is kind of where I was thinking about. But we are perfectly balanced within ourselves. We are whole. And I like that if you see this, it's the kind of the third energy between them, where they're holding on to the magic staff, and they both have it. They are both equal in this. And you cannot see the stars in the daytime, right? You need darkness sometimes to see the light. And don't focus so much on all the darkness here. The Page of Cups, I'm seeing, it has black under it, right? This black cloud. But in this yellow one has the sun and the moon, right? And the stars in here. Use the planetary energy that you're given. And this may be just the energy that's coming in February is really working through the shadow energy to see the light. Honor the two of them, and release any shame or guilt attached to any past situation that, you know, you are still harboring, okay? Because it's not serving you. And as we move forward, anything that's heavy and bogging us down, it's just going to keep us stuck in this cycle with the world upside down. So, little extra, thank you. Oh. So, awareness as well. And he is being zapped into the crown with this white, universal energy. He is aware of himself, aware of the cosmic energies available, aware of the magnitude that he carries with his thoughts. And that's why we got it with power. The, you know, the lion, man, beast, king of the jungle kind of. As you bring more awareness to the shadow stuff, it dissipates. Because you can act in awareness. The more awareness you bring to even the reasons for anything that needs to be gone, when you can bring awareness to it, you're going to rewrite these truths. Because what you see truth and how you see yourself in this, it's going to be changed. So bringing balance back into your life is really important, and it is really taking those first steps to rewrite the history books for ourselves and not necessarily forget that anything happened, but hold the attachment so we can wholeheartedly move on. If you're going to take a leap of faith with the Fool energy, are you going to do it with like crazy amounts in your backpack? You going to try and jump the cliff? Probably not. Probably throw your backpack first. Right? I'm not a survivalist, but I think I would throw my backpack first. This is kind of the thing. Don't hold on to that stuff that's going to make you fall down in between the ravine and that stuff, okay? Let it go. Throw it overboard, because you can always get more stuff. I mean, there's time for more emotional baggage to come back, right? That's not a funny joke. But really, let the shadow stuff go, because they don't serve you anyway. And I'm hearing sound healing too, and I always suggest it because I love it, but maybe on YouTube looking for some kind of clearing negative energy frequencies, solar plexus energy, and that's I think why I'm being so drawn to this yellow and the Six of Pentacles, is bring the light back in, honor your inner sun, honor the sun, and see the joy that life has to offer. And this is always, always, always your decision. Bring these into conscious awareness. Make those conscious decisions to work through the energy that's not always easy. That's what makes us a warrior, my friend, and that's what brings you power. At the end of the day, you know, our shadow stuff, I will say, I'm thankful in a weird way for all of the pain that happened in my life, because it made me stronger. It built my backbone, bing, 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 chapter by chapter in your life. So, new chapter. Last card, bottom, I get is wisdom. It's time, right? Like I said with the book, new chapter. The sun is shining, and he's got the dog down here, right? It's kind of like family, home, loyalty. He's looking on to the foundations, knowing what chapters built me, being very, very aware of this, and knowing how to bring change. Very, very wise time here, Aquarius. And we also have patience and planning and spiritual strength and wish fulfillment. So just saying, work through this. This is definitely going to take some spiritual strength for you guys. And if you're on a healing journey, which I feel like most of us are with these cosmic energies, it's so that we lighten up and are able to kind of exist in higher frequency. So let's take an Earth Magic Oracle first. How can we bring this into grounded awareness and stay grounded, right? I'm feeling like through all the changes here. Staying grounded for all the changes, please, for Aquarius, February 2019. Okay, how about working through the shadow stuff? Thank you. So 3 and they flew out. This is DNA and karma. Being willing to release. Like the snake. Many of us are afraid of snakes. It comes, you know, from ancestral trauma. Maybe for some of you, like myself, us former witches. St. Patrick, you know, driving away the snakes. That was pagans, right? That was witches. And I'm feeling like shed the skin, though. That was a side note. But snakes, they shed those old skins that no longer serve them, that were too small, and they grow. So this is also the spirals within, you know, your double helix. The DNA contains a lot of information, and our karma can be passed down through this. And it's like, allow the karma to be released, because as we do this, this is active even transformation within our bodies. This is literally healing your body. Grounding. This is so important, and it's like, yes, I was hearing to stay grounded. Well, ground yourself. You know, take your feet, you know, shoes off, feet, toes apart. Feel them root into the ground. Bring a deep breath in, bring that light crown energy through. Connect them at your solar plexus. Breathe in love and light. Blow it out and ground yourself in moments where you're feeling you're getting overwhelmed and frustrated, right? Ground yourself. Even if it's like, because sometimes working through this Five of Cups energy, depending on what it is, and I'm hearing inner child work, and that takes a lot. That's a lot of our shadow, right? Why did we act the way that we do, or allow situations to happen, be in situations, all of that fun stuff. To bring the wisdom to it, it takes sometimes revisiting it to see where maybe times we gave away our power, and how do we get that power back. I'm just going to do a little plug here. I don't normally like to do this, but I did a video in the summer called Owning Your Power in Relationships. If any of you have resonated, it may be something to look back onto, just because it is, I'll say this, it is a little bit about healing as well, this idea of codependency, holding on to our self-worth and feeling like it can be affected by someone else, and that is really giving our power away. So just if anyone's interested, it is there. But staying grounded, okay? Grounding exercises, holding on to, something black. This is black obsidian. I super like it. I'm not wearing it now, but onyx on my neck. If anything, root chakra, red, also jasper, feeling very grounded so that you're not going to be triggered throughout this. And grounded release, okay? So burning anything that may need to be burned in a safe burning receptacle, but knowing, right, like the autumn equinox, there's so much beauty in letting those things go, because the tree, it is reborn, and our DNA literally heals itself, right, as we change it. So let's change out what we're telling it. Let's change out what we're feeding it, and honor new truths, and new truths that are of power, that are using the wisdom that we've gained over time and bringing it into awareness. So let's see. I am asked to bring the Whispers of Love Oracle in today. So let's see, Aquarius, before I close this out, what's one message for Aquarius for the month of February 2019? There's a lot coming, so I can't take all those. What is an overall message? Thank you. So we got a few, and I guess I'm going to take them. First off, actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So if there are things in the shadow that you don't like, through our actions, active transformation. She's riding in on, to me it looks like a crow, but magic bird. And she's got mountains in behind her. She's one and connected. The more we